Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MotorMouth Broadcasting, and welcome in to the 204 League presents the Summer Heat Series here in the late model stocks for round 8 tonight out at Myrtle Beach. We come your way to a sand-covered zone of short track action here as the late model stocks look to go running around this wondrous circuit that unfortunately no longer exists in the world of racing. I'm your commentator here tonight, Hamish, wanting to bring you all the action through sight and sound, soon to be joined by Jim Cunningham when he's able to hop into the booth with me. Ron Mont's not here this week, unfortunately. He has other commitments. He should be back next week, though, for the next round of the championship. As we come into tonight's race, to give you a little bit of a points update at this stage, Scotty Oliver leads the way, 243 points at the moment. He is a solid 15 points ahead of Lee Hamby in P2 at the moment. Tyler Smith in P3 on 219 points ahead of Ryan Camber in P4 on 210 with Stephen Gary, Riley Duncan, Marcus De La Garza, Rob Donaldson, Mark Keeler and Clint Walker at the moment. Makes up our top 10 in the championship running order. As we come into course tonight for Myrtle Beach, we then head into September next week. We've only got 4 rounds to go of the championship. New Smyrna next week at Irwindale, Iowa, and then Richmond for the final round of the season as well. So we're running Richmond twice this season. It's going to be an extraordinary showcase for us. As we do come into tonight's race, there is some breaking news in regards to the Dash for Cash. Now, of course, it's paid out the last 3 weeks, but Rob Donaldson, who won it a few weeks ago, has put it back into the pot for us. So not only have we got the fresh $20 coming in after last week, it paying out, we've got an extra $20 on offer tonight. The top 3 finish will win a driver $40 to put towards whatever they wish. Could be a carton of beer, it could be some iRacing content as well. It's going to be a fun night for these drivers out on the road. Practice though is going to get finished up in a few moments here, and we'll head into solo qualifying as the drivers continue to run around this circuit at this stage and just get themselves warmed up for the race to come. Of course, we'll be here for roughly an hour and a half with you this evening, as we often are for the 204 League. It's going to be a spectacular night of racing for us. I think one of the interesting points of this circuit that we're going to have to keep an eye on all night throughout the race is going to be the pit entry. And also the pit exit as well. You could kind of see it on the overhead shot of the circuit, of sort of in the upper right hand side there. You see the tyre marks of where cars have to come in, so it's a longer pit entry. Have to get slowed up very, very quickly and then run around turn 3 and 4 behind the wall and into that pit lane there. So that could be an area for strife tonight. Strategy will be a big thing as well, so we'll have to see how these drivers do on the road. Scotty Oliver, though, championship leader, is P3 at the moment here in practice. Riley Duncan is back and has set a lap time here this evening as well. Connor Smith joins the field, as well as Eli Hewitt. So both of these guys will be hoping to try and continue, hoping to try and get into some good running and some good points finishing positions. They're not going to be challenging for the championship this season, but they can at least throw some spanners in the work. Jeffrey Mathis as well, who's not set a time here in practice, is also fresh into the series, so he'll also be hoping to throw some spanners in the works as such here tonight. Qualifying though about to get underway. We'll see what times drivers can get on the board as they strive to get to a positive position here in the starting grid, but it's also where you're going to end up in the Dash for Cash this evening as well. We've got, I believe, 9 drivers here in qualifying, so we'll see where they end up in terms of how they go, getting these cars either into pole position or the top 3, or whoever ends up in the Dash for Cash position. Now, it's not going to be an easy Dash for Cash tonight, I will tell you that straight up off the board. I'm not going to reveal the position until after qualifying, because I don't want any shenanigans in case the drivers may be watching along with us in hopes of getting a clue in from us here and trying to fix their way to the Dash for Cash position. First lap times coming in though. Ryan Camber goes pole, 19.272. Hewitt about a 10th and 200ths off of his time. but they've got plenty more laps to do, and I'm sure some of these drivers are going to set quicker times on the board, including this man right here. Riley Duncan, as I mentioned, returns to the field tonight in the 97 machine. Been a fair few weeks and rounds since we've seen him in the field. Smith, though, goes to the top, 19.244. Canberra still holding on to P2, though, so still a solid lap time from him. Gary goes up to 3. Hewitt and Duncan makes up the 5 at the moment. Smith, Oliver, Mathis and Hamby yet to set lap times here in the session. Of course, our race controller, Amir Salah, is out there with us as well, as Duncan is unable to set a time better than 19.42, so as maybe a few weeks away kind of ruined the magic of Riley Duncan in struggling to get up to pace here tonight. Time will tell how that all lands and where he can end up, because we know he's got phenomenal race pace. We know he is very capable of fighting his way forward as well. He's done it a few times early season. He won some races and then deliberately did EOL penalties and had to fight his way through the field. So we know he can do it. We know he's got the race pace. He's just struggling in qualifying, I think, just to get the perfect lap time down. Connor Smith, what's the lap time going to be as he crosses the start-finish line to complete his first lap? 19.22, drops Canberra and Co. a few spots down. He could go one better if he can continue on this run in the 52 entry and maybe go to pole position. He's got to try and find 300ths of a second if he wants to get there, to get past Tyler Smith as he runs up towards the start-finish line. And how has he solidified his position? He remains in P2, so it can't go any better. Championship leader Scotty Oliver, though. Where can he end up? Lee Hamby up to P4 now on that last lap. Oliver across the line. Sets his first lap here in qualifying. Goes pole position, 19.15. Doesn't need a second lap at this stage because no one else is out there at the moment that could really challenge him. I mean, Hamby's trying to set a faster lap, but I don't know if he's even going to be in a positive position to do so. New colours on this car as well, I've noticed this weekend. Of course, well, this week I should say. They're used to running the white, green and orange colours on the 47. He's now gone for an all black with red number on the side. So a bit of a black shadow moment there. Scotty Oliver, though, as claim pole. Jeffrey Mathis has not set a time in qualifying here this evening, which makes the Dash for Cash very interesting. And you'll find out in a moment why it is so interesting. I'm just waiting to get the confirmation that Mathis is not going to be taking part in qualifying before we give you the information, I should say, and give you the what for. Now, next few weeks, just to give a little bit of an update on them, of course, we're running all the way out to the 23rd of September, so majority of the next month we'll be racing here in the series and ending in the second to last week of the series as well. New Smyrna next week. Interesting name. Not sure how much of an interesting track it is. We'll have to wait and see. Irwindale, Iowa, and then Richmond for the last round. When we know how chaotic Richmond was a few rounds ago, back on the 5th of August, it could very well be a very similar case for us too. And the chaos really didn't come from chaos amongst the field in terms of having incidents. It was chaotic in terms of the strategy game and how the strategies played out amongst the field and how the fuel game played out as well. It led to Ryan Camber getting the race win, of course, on that night. And could it happen again for him in the final round? Only time will tell. Qualifying, though, is coming to an end. And I can proudly say that the Dash for Cash position, which has been claimed tonight, was P8. P8 on the road was the Dash for Cash position. And qualifying in P8 tonight was Riley Duncan. So we may still pay out this Dash for Cash. I said it was going to be a tough spot to do it. P8 is as tough as ever to get it from there to the front of the field. I mean, you are literally on the second to last row of the grid. So Duncan's not going to have it easy tonight if he hopes to claim it. It's going to take tough work to get his way forward here this evening throughout this race. And Stephen Gary saying suspicious. I mean, quite possibly. I didn't say anything, Stephen. I said nothing. I did not claim or say what the Dash for Cash position was. It just so happens that's where he's ended up. But very suspicious. I agree. I think he knew. He's done something. He's figured out what the dash for cash position is, and he has somehow perfected his qualifying to get into P8 on the road. The starting grid for tonight's race will be as follows: Scotty Oliver, Tyler Smith on the front row, Connor Smith, Ryan Canberra on the second, Lee Hamby, Stephen Gary in behind them, Eli Hewitt, Riley Duncan will start ahead of Jeffrey Mathis at the back of the field. 9 cars throughout this grid, and 9 cars ready to race. Well, Duncan has already gained, it seems, on Tyler Smith and Eli Hewitt. Mathis is not starting this one. So Duncan, who qualified into P8, will be getting still the dash for cash position because that's where he qualified from. He is now starting this race above P8 on the road because Tyler Smith, of course, won last week, so he has an ELL penalty, it seems, for winning a race. So let's see how they go, though, off the start line and how they end up running in this one. It means that Ryan Canberra is now starting at the front of the field alongside championship leader Scotty Oliver. So Oliver getting a solid bit of bonus here, I will say. And as the drivers look to run around turns 3 and 4 up towards the start-finish line, Barney has got the flag up. Pace car into pit lane at Myrtle Beach as we look to go racing once again in the Summer Heat Series as the heat is turned on. Solid first lap there from the field. They all made it through this time by. Oliver, good start, straight into the lead. Canberra P2 on the road as there's been an incident in the background. Gary has been caught up in it. It's a yellow flag scenario, early yellow flag in this race. And let's have a look why this yellow flag has been thrown proper. So he had Hamby on his inside, Gary stuck on the outside, gets a little bit loose as they run through, just tucks it down and then gets turned around by the 47, and the caution is called. Been a little while since we've had an early race caution, I must say. Could be a sign of things to come tonight, quite possibly. And I doubt we're going to see anyone hop into pit road at this stage of the race as well. We're only 3 laps into proceedings. You've really got no fuel advantage taking an extra 3 laps worth of fuel. It's not going to pay you dividends at this stage. Will the biceps and triceps and deltoids of Barney get a workout tonight, having to wave that yellow flag too many times, or will he get a reprieve? Will he get a rest? Will we get a long green period here at Myrtle Beach? The sun is not shining onto the sand this evening. It is encased in moonlight and darkness, and the pressure that has been put onto these drivers to survive these 100 laps this evening is almost feeling like it's insurmountable for some drivers. And well, time will tell, and it will tell us the story and tell us the chapters of this tale of who will leave the gone and lost into the sands of time, Myrtle Beach, of who will be the controller of the championship into the final 4 rounds and into the final month of the series for September next month. 4 rounds to come, and it's anybody's game at this stage. A poor performance from one driver could mean a positive one for another, and that could really flip things on its head and could set off a domino effect of positive performances alongside other positive performances, and then with some negatives as well. It is maximum pressure. I believe we'll be going green flag this next time by. As pace car across the line, lights go out on the iRacing pace car. Two abreast for the restart, double file. It means that, well, if we get another incident within 1 green lap, it should be a single file restart for this race to try and keep it clean and keep them mean. And as they look to come around turn 4 once again, we look to see who will reap the benefits of the restart here at Myrtle Beach. Green flag is back up and running as we look to get restarted here, and the sands of time continues to claim as we're underway again. So Oliver rocketing off the start already, but he's got the pressure from Ryan Camber right behind, getting right up into his ginger. Can smell what he had for breakfast. And he is putting maximum pressure on that car. But look at Riley Duncan in the background. He's already up into P3. We mentioned he is the Dash for Cash driver here tonight. It could pay off for him. Starting out of P8, he's already rocketed his way forward. I did say he's got great race pace. And he will be hoping to continue to fight his way through. But of course, Oliver's not going to let him have it for free. He leads the championship. You know, whilst Duncan's been away, Oliver has been shining, and he's been shining so brightly across this field. He will not want to let Riley Duncan have this race win for free, because Oliver ultimately wants to keep that car between him and his competitors to try and gain as many points as possible across the rest of the field leading into these final 4 rounds coming up. We are a tenth of the way through at Myrtle Beach. 1 caution to count for you. We'll see if we get any more throughout the night's worth of racing here. The pressure though that Duncan applies, I mean, he puts it onto you like a backdoor masseuse. Just really tries to push out all the nooks and knots and crannies across your back, and he waits for it to pop just so he can sneak on by, as this looks like the opportunity for him to get past the 18 of Scotty Oliver. Job done for Duncan into first place. Oliver tucks in behind him. Now looks to continue to apply the pressure across the next few laps. He doesn't want to let Duncan run away from him, because he knows that if he does, if he gives Duncan any little advantage, any little bit of fresh air, there is no hope for him to catch him without a caution getting called. And could it be a sign of things to come? Lap 13 of 100. And Duncan is on fire tonight. He struggled in qualifying, but as I said, race pace, he is really up to scratch. I mean, he has got this thing turned up to an absolute maximum at the moment. He just wants to keep on going. I mean, he's looking strong, and there's a reason why he looks strong. Early in the season, he was the championship favourite as Eli Hewitt gets into a battle here with Connor Smith. Of course, these guys look to be teammates, but they just both have black-based paints out there, so they're not teammates it seems, so they will continue to battle away. Good to see some new drivers in the field as well, including Hewitt and Smith here tonight. Really bolstering our field and trying to keep this racing as entertaining as ever, because the more cars on track, the better suited we are to having some good racing. Adam in the chat saying maybe was getting used to a new controller. Quite possibly. Riley may be on a new controller tonight. Hopefully he's stayed, if he has changed controllers, hopefully he's stayed with the same, manufacturer of controller and not changed, say, from an Xbox to a PlayStation controller. The ergonomics of that change is completely different of where the thumbsticks are, so hopefully for him he's not made that sort of change, and he's just getting used to the different minor mechanics of his handheld rig that is the controller for Riley Duncan. Very impressed here by Eli Hewitt. He is putting good pressure at the moment on Ryan Camber, who has been improving week in and week out, I must say. Last week he did struggle and was racing at the back of the field for the majority of the piece, but for the season as a whole, he is on the improvement train, and he looks to get better and better every single week. Of course, he took a race win this season back at Richmond. He would love to get another one, either here tonight or in the next 4 rounds before the end of the season. Lap 29 of 100. We are a fifth of the way through of this race. Pressure has been getting applied to its maximum degree, it must be said. We'll take this time, though, to bye-bye Dash for Cash Money. He is licking his chops. He really is. And you know what? It is complete irony that it was Riley that actually got into the Dash for Cash position, realistically. Like, I spun the wheel prior to the race. It gave me P8, and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be a good opportunity for, maybe a really positive moment for somebody to get into the position to earn the Dash for Cash. But no, it just decided not to do that for me, so that's fun. But yeah, instead Riley's gotten it. It means that we can still have a a big storyline going forward that if he gets into some struggles or he gets into poor race form, then he could miss out on it. But the $40 at the moment looks like it could be going away as Hewitt wants an inside line here on Camber, gives him a little door knock, says, oi, oi, I'm coming through, and sneaks on past the 204. Up into P3 now for Hewitt. Smith wants to go with him. Lap 24 of 100. As we continue on at Camber, crunches the wall on the outside. Pressure is building here at Myrtle Beach. And the stories of ghosts gone by here at this circuit has gone the way of the dodo bird, continues to be sung. And as we cross the line to start lap 25, we're going to take this quick opportunity to give thank yous to the series sponsors once again. We thank them for their support. They help us not only get on the road with racing here in the series, but also gets us broadcasting as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very, very soon with more action from the 204 League presents the Summer Heat Series. But for now, let's hear from the sponsors of the series.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait time. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Waits keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Waits, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
204 League presents Tuesday, late model stocks under the lights. Proudly presented by MotorMouth Broadcasting. Multiple countries compete nose to tail on America's most legendary short track. Tracks like IRP, Bristol, Myrtle Beach, and more. Come see some of the best drivers on iRacing battle door to door. Names like Scotty Oliver, Nolan Perry, Riley Duncan, and Tyler Smith, along with up-and-coming drivers like Stephen Gary, Hugh Escobar, Marcus De La Garza, and Ryan Campbell. For the best late model stock action on iRacing, come visit MotorMouth Broadcasting on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tuesday nights, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Only on the 204 League, where the big ones run. From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn one. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle, where the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle, quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here. In logistics, precision isn't a goal, it's the expectation. At Aspire Crossdock, we exceed it every day. Serving Fortune 50 companies from our strategic hubs in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Aspire Crossdock delivers fast, reliable, and fully customizable logistics solutions, tailored to your supply chain. From expedited cross-dock to end-to-end third-party logistics, we're not just a 3PL provider. We're your competitive edge. Driven by the latest technology and guided by a relentless focus on service, Aspire Crossdock brings you unmatched speed, visibility, and accuracy in every single shipment. Innovation, execution, satisfaction. Aspire Crossdock isn't just keeping up, we are setting the pace. Find us on aspirecompanies.biz. Aspire Crossdock, where logistics meets success. Tired of bland shirts and cookie-cutter designs? Step up your game with top-tier design and apparel. Your one-stop shop for premium custom apparel. Whether you're ripping your brand, your team, or your side hustle, we've got you covered. From direct-to-garment printing to high-quality heat press transfers, Top Tier delivers sharp, vibrant prints that last wash after wash. Want to press it yourself? No problem. We also print custom transfers you can apply at home or in your shop with any t-shirt heat press transfer. Fast turnaround, maximum impact. When it comes to custom gear, don't settle for average. Go Top Tier. Top Tier design and apparel. Print like you mean it. From the press to your chest. That's Top Tier.
Welcome back in to the 204 League presents the Summer Heat Late Model Stock Series here, live from Myrtle Beach. If you're just joining us, Hamish Munro here with you as we race along towards the halfway point here. Lap 41 of 100 has just begun. We appreciate all the sponsors of the series. Of course, they help us get racing here in the 204 League onto your screens and on the track as well in iRacing. And a big thank you too goes out to the stream sponsors as well, DRE Digital Race Engineer, as well as Track Cams too. They help us get the broadcast out to you as well. As we head into, though, the halfway point of this race, Riley Duncan leads the way at the moment, up 7 positions into P1. 3.2 seconds is the gap. Back to Scotty Oliver at this stage. And for Riley at the moment, well, it looks like the Dash for Cash is going to pay out again, because he started at a P8 tonight as the Dash for Cash driver. And he sits inside of the top 3, which is where he needed to be if he wanted to be $40 richer coming out of tonight's event. Scotty Oliver, a bit too far back at the moment to really challenge him for position. He's got his teammate Tyler Smith in behind. Maybe they can work together to fight their way forward. But they've also got the ensuing Connor Smith as well, chasing them down on debut here tonight. He's down 1 at this stage into P4. He started in the top 3. He's got a little bit of work to do if he hopes to continue running his way forward in this race. Lee Hamby at the moment, P5 here tonight. He is back where he started in this race. And Eli Hewitt up 1, just ahead of Ryan Campbell with Stephen Gary. Looking at the back of the field, Adam in the chat saying he threw up a peace sign and he's gone. He really hit that peace sign disappearing out. Did Riley. He got through the field, said thank you muchly, thank you kindly. I'll go now and become $40 richer, and I'll go on to win the race as well. But there is still 55 laps to go, so anything can happen across this race. Chaos could ensue here. Poor strategy call of fuel could have a big part to play as well. Mistakes can happen. Riley is not exempt to them. He could make those mistakes throughout the rest of this race here this evening. The same can be said for Oliver and for Smith, but these guys have been very strong over the last few rounds. They've been running up the front together, getting some solid race wins on the board. Speaking of race wins, of course, Ryan Canberra, as I mentioned, took a race win a few rounds ago as well. Back at Richmond, wanting to do it again at the final round of the season. Go 2 from 2 at Richmond. That'll be a good little nod of the tip of the cap for him here this season. As I said, he's got Eli Hewitt just ahead of him, the debutant here tonight, feeling the pressure from the series admin as he gets right up on his chuff and puts the pressure on him. Does the 204 entry of Canberra. He's trying to find an inside line as best he can on Hewitt, who just runs it slightly wide onto the back stretch out of 2. Continue to run along. Racing has been so good in terms of these short, sharp battles amongst the field. Mike Force saying maybe Xbox should be a sponsor as well. Welcome to NASCAR 98. Well, I mean, the late model stocks are not necessarily 98 NASCARs, but they are pretty close to it, I suppose. Maybe if the Gen 4 cars were run, we could do that. Maybe that would be an option for us. Going forward, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Xbox would even throw the sponsorship out there. I think it would be very, very hard to get Xbox on board to sponsor you. And in saying that as well, we're on iRacing on PC. We're not even playing on the Xbox. That's been out to be for us. Canberra, though, has really dropped his rhythm here, and he's dropped the momentum as well. He now slots back into P8 behind Stephen Gary. He's just unable to match his qualifying pace, is Canberra. under racing conditions, and that there is costing him at the moment. He really pulled out a massive swing to get that car up the front of the field in qualifying, but he's just been unable to match it here in the race, as Gary has found some momentum now. Looks to slide up the inside of Eli Hewitt. Now, seeing how far they've gone across this stint says to me they're going to only need the one stop here tonight. Maybe the pace car had a little bit of helping to do with that, but to go 4 laps past 50 with a pace car, I mean, that there is pretty unheard of. So they've done well to get these cars ultra situated and really well set up. Of course, 35% fuel limitation on them means that they can only make it so far before they do need the pit stop here tonight, but they'll definitely need the one. Only one set of tyres that they can change to as well, so they'll very likely take all 4 across this next stop. And if you're unsure what that means, if you're joining us for the first time for an oval race, when we say a set of tyres, you have 4 tyres on the car that you can change one time. Now you can split your tyre set into 2 and do one side of tyres across 2 stops. For example, you might only take right sides across your 2 stops. That's your one set of tyres that you've been able to use. That's it, done and dusted. Or you can in one stop take all 4 tyres. That then uses up all 4 as I said. Camber's in pit lane though, so early pit stop for him it seems. Lap 58 of 100 at the moment. He'll come in, make this stop, get some tyres onto it, put some fuel into her as well. Adam's saying, I think I see a beer can on the track, debris on the track. There is a bit of debris building somewhere. Maybe the fans are getting upset that a Canadian is wiping the floor with the Americans here at Myrtle Beach. About to head up towards lap 60, roughly 2/3 of the way through. Duncan's doing well though. He is really sitting in the control box for this race. He doesn't look to be challenged at the moment. Smith, Hamby, Hewitt all in pit road. When does Duncan commit to the pit stop? It's right now. Into pit lane comes Duncan. So race leader in. Does Scotty Oliver? No, he doesn't follow him. He keeps going for another lap. So does Smith. What about Stephen Gary? He has stayed out as well. So Smith and Oliver, they're still going, although Smith's coming in now. So Tyler Smith into pit road. Now Oliver apparently had a pit lane traverse time of 51 seconds, so he looks to have already been in pit lane. But I have a feeling that may have possibly been from the race start, because Gary's also had a 103 traverse through pit lane as well. Oliver's in now though, so the race leader comes in. Where is Duncan? He's on lap 61. Oliver is on lap 62. So let's see what sort of pit stop this is. Smith as well has a black flag for speeding in pit lane. So that car now will drop far down the order. So black flag on board that car for Smith. That's a real shame. That's destroyed his whole race. Gary and Oliver are still in pit road. Duncan's about to swing right past him. Oliver's coming out now. Fastest lap of the race though for Duncan and the whole field, a 19.2. And Oliver just exits there. So he lost a bit of time to Duncan. Duncan taking advantage of the fresh tyres and the clean air. It's a 19.2 to get up to the front of the field. Mike Force saying put a wheel in his hands and pedals under his feet, then see if he has the same talent. I challenge him. I would argue, as someone who recently did a race on a controller, it is harder to race on a controller on iRacing than it is on a wheel and pedals. I would say wheel and pedals is much more easy to deal with, much more easy to get your head around, just because of the handling and how tough these cars are to drive. So he's doing a very, very fair effort to keep this car in check and keep it running at the front of the field this whole time. Lap 66 though of 100, and pressure has come off of Riley Duncan, but pressure has started to build here on Connor Smith, because guys like Canberra and Hewitt continue to put pressure on him throughout this race. Gary is now a lap down. Smith's now a lap down as well. It's a real shame for those guys. They've been taken out of the fight pretty much all throughout this race. Hamby's, though, now up onto the podium, so that's worked out well for him for that black flag scenario for Tyler Smith. Gave the 47 a free podium at this stage. Riley Duncan, though, will look to claim the dash for cash this evening. He has roughly got 33 laps to go before he reaches the checkered flag as a race winner once again in his return to the series here at Myrtle Beach. Scotty Oliver, P2 at the moment, is continuing just to sit in a conservative but controlled position as the championship leader. He's giving up points tonight to someone who doesn't really have a hand in the fight as we begin lap 69. Nice. And we'll be running around to get towards lap 70 of this race. The drivers just continuing to get into their rhythm and really settle into their rhythm as well. Lap 70 of 100 though. We'll take this moment to take a very, very quick ad break before we get to the 25 laps to go marker. We'll be back very soon with more from the 204 League presents the Summer Wheel Series. Don't go anywhere. Be back soon.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait times. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Waits keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Waits, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
204 League presents Tuesday, late model stocks under the lights. Proudly presented by MotorMouth Broadcasting. From multiple countries compete nose to tail on America's most legendary short track. Tracks like IRP, Bristol, Myrtle Beach, and more. Come see some of the best drivers on iRacing battle door to door. Names like Scotty Oliver, Nolan Perry, Riley Duncan, and Tyler Smith, along with up-and-coming drivers like Stephen Gary, Hugh Escobar, Marcus De La Garza, and Ryan Camba. For the best late model stock action on iRacing, come visit MotorMouth Broadcasting on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tuesday nights, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Only on the 204 League, where the big ones run. From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn one. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle, where the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle, quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here. In logistics, precision isn't a goal, it's the expectation. At Aspire Crossdock, we exceed it every day. Serving Fortune 50 companies from our strategic hubs in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Aspire Crossdock delivers fast, reliable, and fully customizable logistics solutions tailored to your supply chain. From expedited cross-dock to end-to-end third-party logistics, we're not just a 3PL provider. We're your competitive edge. Driven by the latest technology and guided by a relentless focus on service, Aspire Crossdock brings you unmatched speed, visibility, and accuracy in every single shipment. Innovation, execution, satisfaction. Aspire Crossdock isn't just keeping up, we are setting the pace. Find us on aspirecompanies.biz. Aspire Crossdock, where logistics meets success. Tired of bland shirts and cookie-cutter designs? Step up your game with top-tier design and apparel. Your one-stop shop for premium custom apparel. Whether you're ripping your brand, your team, or your side hustle, we've got you covered. From direct-to-garment printing to high-quality heat press transfers, Top Tier delivers sharp, vibrant prints that last wash after wash. Want to press it yourself? No problem. We also print custom transfers you can apply at home or in your shop with any t-shirt heat press transfer. Fast turnaround, maximum impact. When it comes to custom gear, don't settle for average. Go Top Tier. Top Tier design and apparel. Print like you mean it. From the press to your chest. That's Top Tier.
Welcome back into the 204 League presents the Summer Heat Late Model Stock Series here from Myrtle Beach. Hamish Runner with you if you're just joining us. Now in the booth with me as well is Jim Cunningham alongside. Jim, we've got about 16 laps to go in this race. Riley Duncan is in a dominant position at the moment, 5.8 seconds. Looks to be locked in not only for the race win, but the dash for cash win tonight as well, as he didn't qualify the best and started out of P8 at the back of the field. Scotty Oliver in P2 at the moment. The championship leader looks to solidify some solid points. With Duncan been away the last few weeks, he doesn't really mind giving up points to him as long as he's gaining over everyone else. And Lee Hamby, who has had a race win this season, sits up there as well in P3. Jim, though, welcome in. We haven't got long to the end, but it's been a pretty good race thus far with some poignant little battles out there.
Well, this is an iconic speedway. Myrtle Beach is old school East Coast speedway. It's actually no longer in existence. And the track surface here is terrible. I have these guys had trouble with their tires tonight because this place has kind of always been known for that.
They haven't really. I mean, they managed to go roughly 60-odd laps on the first set of tires, and they weren't too bad. Now, we did have a caution at the very start of the race within the first 5 laps, which would have eased the pain a little bit on those tires, but they haven't been too bad, actually. Like, the cars haven't looked ultimately too loose. They haven't really seemed out of place. They've kind of been dealing with the tyre wear quite well. I would have thought that maybe if they'd only taken right sides that they might have been hurting more with tyres, but I think everyone would have taken all 4 because you could make it home on the one stop with fuel.
Yeah, sure. That's surprising. That's pretty good tire wear for around this place, so that's good.
Well, I suppose when they're not doing a full stint because they're at 35% tank capacity, they're not really burning the tyres out too much. Maybe if you were running 200 laps of Myrtle Beach, that's when you maybe get into some strife with your tyres as well. But they've kind of they've settled into their groove a little bit, I think, especially with this shorter format of 100 laps. You say 100 laps doesn't really feel like a shorter format, but the race has only been going on for half an hour. So, if it was a full tank capacity, we would be getting close to, first pit stops at this stage.
Well, if they'd have realized they were going to have a celebrity guest coming in tonight, they could have had a few more cautions to wait on me, but they didn't do that.
No, they didn't. I did say at the start of the broadcast you'd be with us at some point, Jim. And then I got to the outbreak and I thought, maybe we won't have Jim tonight. I'm not sure, but then you managed to show up. But I mean, when you're in the
working on another project.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Hopefully next week when Ron's back for new Samira.
New Smyrna. New Smyrna.
Yeah. You can tell that's a track I definitely need to buy. I do not own.
Well, I tell you what, man. I don't know. I'm sure Ryan probably picked the tracks, or they may have a little committee that does that. But they really have picked some great short tracks for this series.
They have. They really have. I kind of wish we ran Bristol Dirt Circuit as well, just for the just for the jokes that can come off of that. But it would have been a lot of fun seeing Bristol Dirt, especially in these cars as well.
You probably could talk them into running a dirt race next season.
Quite
I don't know
possibly.
if they'd pick Bristol or not, but these cars on dirt would be a blast. They'd be sliding all over the place.
Oh, they really would. Also, as well, big talking point tonight as well, we just saw Hamby get past Tyler Smith. Smith had a black flag in pit lane, so that wasn't even for position. That was just for pride and possibly prejudice, because now Hamby's looking to chase down Scotty Oliver with only 4 laps to go. to get up to P2. He's within a second, but I don't know if he has the pace to really catch him and make the move within this next 4 laps of this race, Jim. So for Hamby, this might be as good as it gets at this point of the night, as Duncan gets us to the 98th lap of the race, and we've only got 3 left till the check.
Yeah, I was watching Hamby's line. He was running there. Interesting.
Oh, well, Smith got back past him again, so they're swapping and changing.
He did it, but I tell you what, Hamby is working that low line down there, man. That's really low on this track.
And it almost looks like it's, if you're not careful, there's almost a little divot where the banking starts to come into a more aggressive angle right on one of those little lane lines. But as Riley Duncan comes around,
that's actually a good way. That's a good way to turn the car in this short track race. And hook that little groove.
As Duncan, though, comes up towards the start-finish line, he takes the win and the dash for cash here tonight at Myrtle Beach. Scotty Oliver will take home P2, and then Lee Hamby, low-line Lee Hamby, we're going to call him now, comes home in P3, ahead of debutant Connor Smith, Ryan Camber in P5, Eli Hewitt on that debut will come home up 1 spot into P6 ahead of Stephen Gary. Oh, actually, no, that race is still on, I think. Is that race still on? No, it's not. They got to the... All right. And then Tyler Smith at the very back of the field in P8. So we were only here for a couple laps, Jim, but what we did have was some good battles on track, but ultimately dominance once again by Riley Duncan.
Yeah. Riley Duncan shows up here like Doc Holliday, huh? He just comes in and takes all the money.
He does. He rolls on by, takes the cash, and then walks off and goes back to racing again. Maybe there's a correlation here, Jim. Maybe it's because you went away to go commentate another series. Duncan went away, and now this week when you're back, he's back as well. It's like you're connected in some way.
Is that what's happening?
I don't know. Possibly. Maybe.
I still like Scotty Oliver's Cadillac front end he's got.
Oh, it's great. It is fantastic.
Got on his car.
It is a fantastic front end for Scotty Oliver's car. As we'll get our B-roll happening for you now of when they got restarted earlier on here tonight. And we'll have a quick chat with our race winner, Riley Duncan, who, of course, started... Well, he qualified P6. He got given 2 free spots off the race start and got to start from P6 instead of P8 where he actually qualified. So he kind of got it for free, at least. But, if he didn't get those 2 spots, he still would have been P3, and that would have been good enough for the dash for cash. But to begin with, though, we have our P3 on the road here tonight. Lee Hamby, who managed to get a solid performance on the board. Lee, congratulations. P3 on the road. New colours on your car tonight. You went from that real bright white, orange and green to a more stealthy black and red look. Really trying to maybe throw your inner Venom out there. I don't know. But new livery on the car, but same performance from yourself. Another podium on the board. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I didn't think I was going to get back up there, but I eventually did.
Well, that's because he was running that low stealth line tonight,
Yeah.
man. I popped in here for the last 25 laps, and I looked down there, and you're hooking the bottom down there. It's all the way at the wall.
Yeah, that's where I found grip. If I didn't get down there, I was slow.
Well,
Yeah, you had it working down there.
He did. Lowline Lee Hamby is now
That's right.
is now the nickname for you. But talk us through your race, though. I mean, obviously, 100 laps, managed to get it well past the halfway point, so the fuel was not even an issue. Early caution as well, though. What was the pressure like from you amongst the field of just trying to get your way forward and get into a solid rhythm where you could hang out and chill for majority of the race?
Yeah, it took a minute to get back in a rhythm. I hated that happened with that caution. I was trying to stay up off the car in front of me, and it just ended up getting into the one outside of me.
Well,
But after that, I just rode and tried to save my stuff for a while.
that's what I mean. That's what you got to do. A bit of damage limitation and struggle limitation, I suppose. But A solid race for you, New Smyrna next week. How are you feeling going into that one? And do you reckon you can maybe challenge the front of the field a little bit closer when we go racing out there?
I'm hoping I don't have to miss it. We're going to the beach. I'm hoping I'll be back in time. I'm supposed to be back sometime that evening, so I'm hoping I won't have to miss it.
Well, a good performance from yourself and some solid points on the board means that you sit pretty comfortably now in the championship standings as well. Lee, let us know anyone you want to give a shout out to. For myself, Jim, and the rest of MotorMouth Broadcasting, congratulations on your P3 here out at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I want to thank my wife and kids and my coworkers and J&D Trucking and y'all for the broadcast and 204 for giving us a place to race and all the guys for racing us clean.
Well, Lee, thank you so much for coming and have a chat to us. Best of luck next week. But if you're not there, then obviously best of luck the week after as well. Whenever you're able to go racing again with us here in 204.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Next up, we have P2 on the road, but P1 in the championship standings here, Jim. It is Scotty Oliver, driver of the 118 Cadillac. I think it can be said, Scotty. You lead the championship at the moment. P2 on the road tonight. You just seem to let Riley go there in the end. Did you think you can maybe hang with him, or was it more, let's just solidify P2, get the points on the board, it's okay, we can give up some points here to Riley?
Honestly, this is like my worst track, and I hate this place, so I'm just glad to come out here with the P2.
So, Scotty, I got to ask you real quick. You're running that Cadillac livery all season. I've been gone for a few races. I popped back in here. I was surprised that that Formula One, that the Cadillac team didn't maybe call you up to drive that car for them. You've been running the Cadillac all season, leading the points. I thought maybe they might give you that spot.
I wish they would have. I would definitely jumped on that opportunity.
Well, we have to ask then, do you have a bleach blonde mullet and a mustache, or do you have Mexican money?
That's right, yeah. That's what
definitely
the
no.
Mexican money. The Mexican money didn't hurt at all.
Yeah, definitely not the Mexican money. I do have blonde hair and a beard, but I don't, not the rest of it.
Throw that mullet out then, let it go.
I had one back when I was like 5, and it was pretty good, I must say.
I've got one at 27, and it's pretty good, I must say. So get it going again.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's right.
Scotty, a solid performance from yourself though. P2, you lead the championship, as I said. So some solid races across the next 4 rounds should and could see you win this championship. It is still close though, but I know anything can happen across the next 4 races. Out of the next 4 tracks, which one are you most worried about, and which one are you most excited for going forward?
Hang on, let me look at the schedule. I think next is
New Smyrna.
New Smyrna, yeah. I like that place. Irwindale Outer, it's
Oh, I hate that track.
yeah, it's pretty much top dominant, and you can throw like some slide jobs if you dive off on the bottom, but Iowa and Richmond, they're not bad. So I feel like I should have pretty good speed at the rest of the tracks. I just do not like this place that we was at tonight. I never have luck here. I just can't find no speed.
Maybe it's the ghosts of races past, since this track doesn't exist anymore technically in real life.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know. I've been to this place and watched some races and stuff, and now I feel like in real life it races pretty good, but I feel like, or did race pretty good, but I feel like on the game I don't feel like it races that good. So
I feel like that's a testament to anyone out there. If you live near a racing circuit, go watch some racing there, because you never know when it won't exist anymore. I live an hour away from Sandown, and I've been there quite a few times, and there's a lot of controversies that it may not survive the next decade, but make some memories at some racetracks, because you never know when it's going to be there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
True story.
Nashville is my home track, the Nashville Fairgrounds, and they're having a big deal with it with the city right now, trying to keep the soccer stadium and all that stuff off of it, but hopefully it survives.
Well, you had
luckily the Waltrops are big supporters of that track, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they are. But man, like used to off the front stretch. I mean, there was like a parking and everything, and now like when you look off the front stretch and like I think it's yeah, in 1 and 2, there's like a massive soccer stadium there now. So they just keep closing in on it.
Yeah, that's sometimes how it worked, isn't it? But
Oh
that
yeah,
track's been around like 100 years or something.
oh yeah, yeah. I turned laps at that place and everything. So I mean, I definitely don't want to see it go.
Well, it's
Right, right.
it's like Oran Park. It now currently has houses sitting on where the main straight used to be. So
Yeah, it's
tracks,
crazy.
tracks eventually just
All
go
right,
the
man.
way.
Well,
But solid performance though, Scotty.
congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh
congratulations.
yeah, yeah,
Congratulations on your second place here since you hate this place. That's a good finish.
yeah. Oh yeah,
You
thank
got
you.
anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my wife and my daughter Oakley for letting me race and play or whatever you want to call it here on iRacing, and the top tier custom design apparel. Billy's a badass. Barbecue, you guys for the broadcast, and Ryan with the 204 League for giving us a place to race.
Well, thank you so much, Scotty.
All right, man.
Congratulations, and best
Yep.
of luck for the next 4 rounds in the challenge for this championship.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Well, next up we have the Maple Staple himself, the man who's pulled out a double-double this evening. He's not only taken home the race win, but he's also easily cleaned up the dash for cash as well. $40 richer, it is Riley Duncan. Riley, congratulations on the race win. And on the $40 that can now go towards maybe some Hortons, maybe some, I don't know, new hockey stick or something. I don't know. Something Canadian.
New hockey stick or some Hortons.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know.
what? Honestly, I'm completely honest with you. Probably will go towards some Hortons. I'll probably buy a couple donuts tomorrow.
Why not? Get a double-double
well,
on there, do some
40
dunking happening.
$40 US doesn't do a whole lot in Canada, unfortunately.
Oh, it'll do a whole lot at Hortons, though. Don't you worry about that,
It
Jim.
does more. It does more in Canada, I believe.
Oh, I don't think so. Does it?
You guys' money's worth more than ours.
It's
Oh,
worth,
maybe
it's,
so.
it's worth
Might
more
have-
than ours, Jim.
Four-
Ours is worth about
I'm-
60
yeah.
cents to the US dollar.
Well, I
Yeah,
knew it
that's
was
like-
yours, but I thought
That's like
Canada
what
was.
ours is.
I
No,
thought it was the other way
sucks,
with
dude.
Canada.
No, Canada
Canada
doesn't suck,
sucks.
but our money is fucking not worth much. I don't think. Not compared to you. Not compared to. I think American's worth a lot. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's quite
Maybe, I
quite
might be wrong
interesting
on
that
that.
the US dollar is like the main currency that they base the value of other currencies off of. Like it's, I feel like
That is true.
the Commonwealth countries should be basing their current. Well, it's kind of hard when they base it off pounds because pounds is different, but
Yeah.
it's like the main dollar source is the US dollar, but still. Well, Riley, dominant performance. So you've been away from a couple of weeks. You were, I believe, you signed up last week, but you didn't race. Where have you been, man? Why haven't you been racing with us? As life sometimes I know gets in the way, but has something been happening, or has it just been you haven't had the time?
Nah, I've just been racing around everywhere. To be honest, man, I've already won a championship in this one, and I enjoy racing with these guys still. So, anytime I get the free time to be able to come out and race with these guys, I do because they're all clean, and I really enjoy racing with these guys.
Well, it's good. I mean, we love seeing you out there and having a run. There is calls for your neck to get a wheel and pedals. From
Oh
the
my
chat.
God, I know. I don't know why, man. Like I don't win all the freaking time. Like I don't know. I'm not trying to be. I've been doing this for a long time. I race against like the best people that drive these cars, and finish really good. I don't. This is just what I do. I don't know why people freaking hate me so much for having just being able to do it on a controller. You know what I mean? Like I've done this for so long. I've raced with the best people. That's why I'm good. That's not because I'm on a controller. I'm cheating. Like I've been doing this since like 2015.
I have to ask Riley, and this is not for me trying, as Jim would probably facepalm right now. It's not me trying to collect Canadians at all, but I just need to confirm.
You do.
No, what I'm confirming is my knowledge of Canadian accents. Are you from Nova Scotia?
No, but I am from New Brunswick, so pretty much
well,
right next to it. We
there you
race in
go.
Nova Scotia in real life.
Yeah, so not too far away. Yeah, I was about to say you sound very Trailer Park Boys from your from the
What
way
does
you
that
pronounce some
mean?
words. No, the way that they pronounce words, because that show's based out of near New Brunswick and in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do honestly talk like that. And I gotta be completely honest with you, man. The trailer parks are honestly like that. I have a couple buddies of mine who live in the trailer park, and they talk just like that. Like, we swear a lot.
It's,
We
I mean,
swear a lot.
ironic as it is. It feels like a very accurate show.
Is it
Like,
is it wrong that the only thing I know about Nova Scotia is what is it? The Oak Island?
Oh,
Well,
dude, no,
isn't-
man.
isn't,
Hey, that's real. I
isn't-
wish I could find that treasure.
isn't Rush from Nova
Is it-
Scotia as well, or are they from Toronto?
No clue.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's too young for Rush,
Yeah, he
man.
would
I don't
be- he
think
would
Cole
be
he's
too young
young
for
Butcher.
for
Rush.
Rush.
Do you know Cole Butcher? He's from Nova Scotia.
Oh, I do
Hey,
not know.
by the way,
Culture, but yeah.
Is there a wrestler from Nova Scotia?
Oh, there
Come
would
on now.
be. There would be. I forgot about that, Jim. Thank you for pointing that out to me.
Does
Yeah,
Bubbles count
but-
as a wrestler?
Well,
He
right.
owns a wrestling
Actually,
league
no.
up in New Brunswick.
Jim, I'm glad you've asked me that.
Here
Guess
we go.
which wrestler turned movie stars arguably one of the biggest of all time, Jim, from your memory?
Biggest of all time that turned movie star.
Yeah.
Biggest wrestler, The Rock. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously he's the biggest.
So
but-
do you know where his dad's from?
well, I thought he's Polynesian.
He's Polynesian, but he's African Polynesian.
Okay,
His father, Rocky Johnson, is from Nova Scotia.
come on now, really?
Yep.
No way.
He's
that's
African
cool.
Canadian.
I didn't know that.
No kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
no,
traitor.
I-
I didn't know. I've never heard him say he was Canadian,
Yeah, he is.
and he doesn't rep us.
He doesn't rep us.
No, you don't rep us as fellow Canadians. He's a shitty Canadian.
You just said Canada sucks.
No. I was joking. I love Canada. Okay, Canada's great.
You,
It's just,
you
everything
just-
is just so expensive. Like,
you just said
sucks.
Canada sucks, and you're calling him a shitty Canadian.
no, but hey, at least I live in Canada.
Yeah, but he also lives
Okay.
in Hawaii, where
Oh.
his family is also from.
Yeah, right. Let's see.
Wow, his
We'll pick
dad's from
Nova
Canada.
Nova Scotia, or Hawaii.
Yeah, his family, his dad's from Nova Scotia. His mum is Samoan, and he lives in Hawaii. Like, he's
Yeah, he don't
Right.
care about his Canadian family. I bet. No, I'm joking.
well, Riley. A
Well,
pleasure.
he's embraced the African American side of his Canadian family.
Yeah,
if
he
that
has.
counts.
He has done that.
I guess it's not African American. It's
African
African
Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Riley, a pleasure as ever to
All right.
talk to you. You're an absolute character. Congratulations on your race win. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, of course. Easy Clean, BRNZ Performance, Viper Graphics, you guys for broadcasting. You guys do an awesome job every time. And yeah, all my haters, I love you.
Thanks so much,
Hey,
Riley.
I just beat your favorite driver. Who's that?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
All
you
of
know,
it.
hey, it's okay.
Thanks so much,
All
Riley.
right.
Best of luck next time.
All right,
next time
man.
out on track.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
You too. What a character.
Oh, he is. He's
Love
a
him,
work.
love
I
him
love
or hate him. He is.
Oh, you
he's
gotta
an
love
absolute
that, man. He's
character.
a character.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, any series that he was running in, I would want to broadcast because you need a few characters like that.
I want a whole
You know,
series
it
of
makes-
characters like that. It'd be fantastic.
Yes.
And
Yes.
especially if it's a
Yes.
series that you can bring him in mid-race, like no matter if it's cautions or if it's green flag, you bring him in for a chat. Like
Yeah, like
fantastic.
like El Drago.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just bring him in mid race.
Yeah. We're yet to do that. We got to find a good time to do it. Maybe right after he's had a crash.
Well, we
might-
did.
Oh yeah.
We did. The first night he told us that, we pulled him in right after he wrecked the car.
Yeah. And
He
he's like,
spun the car and we pulled him in, and he didn't care.
no,
He was headed back to the front.
he was disheveled but ready to race. But no, a massive night for us here at MotorMouth Broadcasting for the 204 League presents the Summer Heat Series. Myrtle Beach will fade away once again as we look to go racing in September for the final 4 rounds. New Smyrna next week when we go racing. But thank you to Jim for jumping in at the very last minute just to cover the last few laps with me. A massive appreciation to you, Jim. And to thank you to everyone out there watching along with us as well. We so appreciate your time and effort being here with us on the channel. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as well as the bell icon too, so you're notified whenever we go racing here on the channel. Coming up this week, well, the next 2 days, we've got High Point Racing action coming your way. The finale for the IMSA series is this week on Thursday, Jim. But tomorrow we go racing in the GT Challenge.
Yes.
With, I believe,
At,
2 rounds to go in that series.
2 or 3.
Yes.
Are we at Bathurst this week?
We are at Bathurst this week. We got 3 to go.
Uh-huh.
We're at Bathurst this week. So
that's going to be
probably
fun.
the best track we could ever go racing
over there
at.
in your neck of the woods.
Oh,
you might
yeah.
even see a dingo.
Yeah, I'm only a state away, Jim. I'm only a state away. So, but no, all my knowledge of Bathurst is about to come to the forefront. So that's going to be one you do not want to miss tomorrow for the High Point GT Challenge. And then Friday we go racing.
Just thinking about it.
That's going to be fantastic. And then Thursday we go racing out at Road Atlanta for the final round of the IMSA series as well, including this Sunday morning for me, Saturday evening for you guys, local time. The I2I Motorsports Xfinity Championship returns once again for its next half of the season as we look to go racing. If I can find the calendar for you, that would be fantastic. Here we go. As we go racing out at Echo Park Raceway in Atlanta on August 30th. We're getting into the nitty-gritty for that season.
No free time, so take that off the calendar if it's still on there.
No free time? What do you mean?
Free time racing Monday night, that's over.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to say it, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's over.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's finished up then. But that's what's to come for the rest of the week before we go racing again next time out. We've got 4 rounds to go here at the 204 League, so you guys do not want to miss it. I've been Hamish Fronto, though, with Jim Cunningham alongside. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your efforts here being with us once again. If you want to support me, find me elsewhere and commentate not head-to-head with Jim at all. You can find me over at Infinity Broadcasting, where we've got some NASCAR ARCA action to come your way this coming Friday night, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and as well the final round of the Racecraft Simulations V8 Veterans for Split 2 on Saturday evening as well, 8:30 p.m. So you can fill your whole weekend with action, Jim, across the both of us. It's going to be fantastic. So if you can't get enough of us, you could fill the next 4 days of racing with myself and Jim. I can't. I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic, Jim. But I've been Hamish Toronto with Jim Cunningham. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Until next time here in the 204 League, we'll see you soon. Stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.
Mm-hmm.